all these stupid things. I thought these were dogs. Were these not dogs earlier? What did I... What are those things? There was a jetpack and a raritanium. Is that what this is called? Hey. Why do you all... No, you're sand sharks. Okay. Different enemy.
Hey, Lombax, come here.
I don't know. Over there?
Don't worry, I'm a friend.
I mean, I wasn't worried, but now I kind of am. Like, why? Why? Why are you over here? Okay, that's fine.
I
Cutscene.
know who you are. You're the Lombax and the Warbat from the news.
Oh, and you must be the faceless minion helping Drek terrorize the galaxy.
That's
Get
just
wrecked.
my day job. My real passion is in amateur neuroscience. I've
We all
been
have dreams.
collecting brains from telepathopuses as a hobby for about a year now.
You collect brains as a hobby? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say you're single.
Studying
No, those guys
brains
always
is a
have
noble
really
pursuit. If I can tap into the
loyal
psychic
significant
powers of
others.
these telepathopuses,
Weird people,
I'll
they
be able
band
to raise
together.
an army. Then we'll see who thinks they can steal my food out of the company fridge. I mean, I can contribute to the good of all blog kind. Say,
This also sounds like
you
Zim.
can collect a few telepathopus brains for me. I'll give you this jetpack.
Yeah, okay, sure, I'll go get some brains, I guess. But I think there's a lot more is that a telepathopus? That very big thing over there? What the heck? Anyways, I think there's a lot more...
in egg sacs or in a fully grown telepathopus.
Okay. There's a lot more evidence for weird people sticking together and always dating, which is why I think, like, the joke or the reality is, you know, band kids. Because,
You got one.
I'm sorry, if you were a band kid, you were probably kind of weird in high school, you know? I was going to be in band in high school. Or, this is how, I was even too weird for band, because in middle school, I joined the band with some of my friends, and, I only wanted to play the guitar, was the only instrument I was interested in, which is not a band instrument, as you probably know. What does R2 do? Oh, just reminding me that I can shoot? I don't want to shoot right now. You know, guitar, not in, like, middle school bands, typically, right? It's a, that's more of a... That's just not what it's in. But that was the only instrument I was interested in playing. My teacher was like, no, it's not a part of the band, and so I quit that day. I was like, okay, I'm done then, bye. Yep. Probably the best decision I made. Although I made then arguably a worse decision by then joining what is called forensics or speech and debates, which not that it's bad, I enjoyed my time, but those kids also very weird. You know, so it just, I mean, everyone's kind of weird in middle school, but they're not like the cool weird, you know, like they're not popular or anything like that. But all the band kids, forensics kids, they dated a lot, you know, so he probably has a girlfriend, or at least a boyfriend, you know, he's got somebody to love. Where's the, oh, it's over there. You know, and that's all that matters, really, is you have someone to match your weirdness, I guess, until it becomes toxic, and then it's like this weird, like, self-fulfilling prophecy almost, where you're both just becoming weirder and weirder, and then that's usually how it ends up being, like, murders happen, you know what I mean? Where it's like, if I can't have you, then no one can. People really, they don't pay attention to that part, you know?
Bring me a few of their brains and the jetpack swords.
Why do the egg sacs have brains? I think is a question people should ask also. I don't think eggs have brains. In my experience, anyways. But yeah, that's why I think that guy's probably doing fine. I hate that you have to hold circle on those. I always forget. Probably wants me to shoot these guys. I keep forgetting that I have guns. I've also been playing a lot of that game, Returnal, recently came out. And that game is so hard. Like, genuinely so hard. And I can't even make it past the first biome. I've had one really good run where I did actually beat the first boss and I made it into the second biome. But I then had to go and help one of my friends move. And the thing about Returnal, if you've been online, you probably see like it doesn't have a save function. It is just like, because it's like a roguelike, and so if you turn off the console or if you quit out of the game, it just ends the run and then you have to restart over from the beginning the next time you play, which I understand but also kind of sucks because other roguelike games like Binding of Isaac has a save feature, you know, for that run specifically, where like it lets you continue the run until you die, right? Which I think would be really nice for Returnal to have, because I had to go help my friend move, and the only way to like keep the game from closing completely and like closing the run is to keep the PS5 in rest mode. But I have a launch PS5, I got it on launch day, and it's not the rest. I don't trust the rest mode, like, because there were all those reports of PS5s getting bricked like when it first came out, but then it came out that it was probably connected to having Miles Morales installed, and I don't have that installed anymore. So I was like, you know what, they've had a lot of updates come out since November 12th. I'm gonna put this in rest mode while I help my friend move, and hopefully when I come back, my great run will still be here, because I was really having a great time. I was so far I was almost at the second boss. I had super high upgrades, a lot of health and everything. So I was like, I'm gonna put this in rest mode. I put it in rest mode. Literally, the second I put it into rest mode, it crashed. My PS5 crashed, and I was like, oh my god, I just bricked my PlayStation. I almost cried. It was terrifying.
I actually have a top secret Drek Industries info pact. If you bring me a few more brains, I might be willing to part with it.
You really have a thing for brains, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And with that jetpack, Ratchet became the aerial scourge of 1,000
Yeah,
worlds.
it was
Or at least his commute got
truthfully just, oh man,
Telepathopus brain is a wondrously complex
I don't know. It
organ.
was scary.
I might have to write a paper about it.
That's actually the second time that's happened to me too,
Ratchet used
because
the jetpack to fly high
I need to go over
above
there.
hostile territory.
Because when I first got the PS5, like on the first day, I, you know, installed Miles Morales, and it hadn't come out yet that the rest mode was kind of borked. Oh no. It was kind of broken, right? So I just kept doing my thing, basically. And I put it in rest mode when I was like eating lunch or something like that. And yeah, it almost bricked the PS4 or the PS5.
Smells like
And I was,
cotton candy.
again, almost cried. Because that would be such like a thing to happen to me with my luck. Excuse me. I was choked.
Enemy down.
Because I just have really odd luck overall, where like, obviously I got very lucky to even be able to buy a PS5, but then if it broke, I'd be like, yeah, because when the Switch came out, you know, like 4 years ago now almost, I wasn't able to pre-order one, so I ended up spending like probably 3 or 4 months where every weekend when I was off of work, I would wake up about 5 or 6 every morning, and I would go to, actually not even that early, because stores aren't open that early, so like Target and stuff opens at 10, I think Best Buy opens at 10, so I'd wake up like before the stores open, and go and wait in line at whatever stores were near me to see if they had Switches in stock, and I would do that literally every weekend from it came out in March, probably till June or July. I did that just so I could like hopefully get a Switch one day. And I ended up getting really lucky where I like after I had went to a store near a Best Buy, but not, it was like a Target, I think, and I was walking out of the Target, and on the ground there was a flyer for the Best Buy down the road that was going to have Switches the next day at like, and I was like, oh my god, okay, yes. So the way to get was you had to have one of the flyers, so I had a flyer, thank god, and you had to be there way before the store opened. So that time I actually did wake up at 6, and I showed up there at like probably 6:30 or 7 to get in line, and I was not first in line. I was like 10th, probably, something like that, right? And so I waited in line, I got my Switch. I was so incredibly happy that I had a Switch. You know, I rushed home to play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild as fast as I could. I, you know, got home, plugged everything in, and as we know with the Switch, one of the things is that you can play it not docked to a TV, and it has like a stand or whatever, you know. And so I wanted to, I don't know, admire it, I guess. I don't know what I was doing. Stupid is the answer, but I wanted to admire it, I guess. And let me look at these cards real quick. And in order to do that, I popped out like the kickstand on the back of the Switch and decided it would be, and this was kind of looking at it on the table next to my TV. And it was at that moment that my cat thought it would be a good idea to jump up onto the table and knocked my Switch over and cracked the screen. Like, just demolished it. And I got real sad. I did in fact cry for probably 10 or 15 minutes, because I was like, I had wanted this Switch so badly, and now it's broken. Like, what am I supposed to do now? And I was so upset. And so I took it back to the Best Buy that I bought it at, and I showed them the Switch, and I was like, look, I opened up my box and it was like this. You sold me a broken Switch. How did that happen? And they just happened to have one Switch left in the entire store that hadn't been bought, hadn't been saved. It was just in the store for some reason, and so I got lucky twice and got a Switch the same day. I was like, it was like simultaneously like the biggest roller coaster of emotions that you can ever imagine, where just intense happy to the lowest of lows back up to pretty happy again. So that's about my luck with video game consoles, especially because it was the first console I ever actually wanted to pre-order. Because the first one that I bought myself, really, am I gonna die here, was the PS3, and I didn't buy that until I can't remember what it's called. What game? Oh, it was Black Ops. It was right when Black Ops came out, was when I bought the... Mother of God, stop killing me. But yeah, so I got that, didn't break, and I kind of bought it myself. It was more the thing where, like, I had been saving money, and then, oh god, as a birthday gift, my parents gave me the, like, other, maybe half or third of the money that I needed. Because I was in 8th grade, so I wasn't, like, rich. I was just saving chore money, basically. Okay, I need to get out of here. I don't have any health. Why don't they have health packs in this game? Come on. Dang it. That's what I get for not paying attention, I guess. I have to turn all the way over here. Oh my god. Give me this. I already have that. Is it spawned? No. What Marge also? Oh no, Cowfinger. So yeah, that was the PS4 I bought myself. The PS4 too was another one where I probably shouldn't have bought it because I was. See, it was 2013 when it came out, so it was my junior year. It was during Christmas vacation, and it had already come out, and I hadn't got one. It was in December, and I had a big project I needed to do over like the week or two that we had for Christmas vacation. And so the day that, really, come on, how am I not dodging this? So the day the Christmas vacation started, I went to Walmart to get the supplies that I would needed to do for this very big project that I needed to complete. And I didn't have very much money on me. I did have a job, but so I had like, you know, I got a couple $100, whatever. And I went to Walmart and I was like, you know, PS4s are sold out everywhere. Just as a lark, I'm gonna go check out this. Can I fly over there? I'm gonna go check out this, the video game section of the Walmart just to see. You know, I want to look at some games. And I went over there and they had one PS4. And, you know, it was $400. I had exactly $400 to my name. I texted my parents, I was like, would it be okay if I spent $400 on a gaming console right now? And they're like, we don't care, it's your money, dude, do whatever you want. So I was like, sick. And I bought the PS4 instead of buying the supplies that I needed to do for my project. And I took the PS4 home, plugged it in, realized that I had no games for it immediately, and it didn't play PS3 games. And I also had no more money left because I just spent my last $400 on a PS4. And so I took my PS3 and I took pretty much all my games at that point, and I went to GameStop. It was about 8:30 at night, and they were going to close in less than an hour. I think I got there like right before they closed, and I sold them all my games that I had for one copy for one PS4 game, which was Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Yeah. That game's fine. I didn't even beat it. So, I did finish the project though. Don't even remember what the project was or what I got on it. I know I finished it though, so obviously I remember the PS4 more than I remember school, so, you know, tells you what my priorities are and have been for most of my life. That's alright.
No one else in the galaxy is collecting Telepathopus brains.
I remember when I've gotten all my consoles, because I had an N64, that was the first one. Got it, you know, like Christmas one year, along with a Mickey Mouse racing game, which I don't remember what it was called. I look it up every now and again, but I can never remember actually what the name of it is. Great game, though. I had a GameCube. Interesting. I had a Wii, and yeah, PS3, PS4.